one lady just started to sit right in front of me performing. She was just watching, like keep sitting. And after I finished performing, she came to me and crying. And I got freaked out. Whoa, it was just testing out how it goes. And she told me what you were doing was so powerful, and she was crying and thank you so much for doing this. And the way she said that was the most genuine way I've ever heard, and I was in shock. I really didn't expect that. That lady is still like one of the most strong memory I have. Oh, great. My name is Kanami Kusajima, and I'm a street performer. I paint and dance at the same time in one performance. I have more than 350 paintings over the 3.5 years. So this painting is from a rainy day in Washington Square Park. So let's see. Great. At first I thought, okay, maybe I can try street performance. It's not indoor, but I can still share my dance in person, not somewhere online. I don't know why, but Washington Square Park came to my mind as the first place to start. The true first day, I came to a park and I picked this like a little corner. I just danced. So it wasn't even for other people, that was just me needing to share my dance. I felt so good, feel the human energy. I was so nervous to even like just put out the donation box. After maybe 2-3 hours of dancing in silence, I think there were 3 singles. And that was the first $3 in my life, which I earned from my dancing. Interesting time. So my another day one, I went to art materials store and I looked for a roll of paper. I bought a bowl to pour my calligraphy ink for the painting and the tapes, and I was so nervous. My brain didn't have any room to think about, okay, I want to impress people. Dancing and painting at the same time. I still remember the first drip, and then I think I swiped like in a circle shape. I just kept dancing and painting. I started to notice that people were really watching. So there was a guy came up to me. He was like, today I was having really a bad day, but when I saw you dancing today, it felt like you were my angel, and I really felt better, and thank you so much. And this guy also started to cry. If people really need it in this much level, I think I can come every day, and I want to come every day, and I should come every day. People ask me like, oh, how do you do that in such a cold weather? And you know, there's no magic, there's no trick. I'm also just a human, so I just layer up. I usually wear 3-4 layers on top and like 3 layers of pants and just keep moving, because keep moving is the only way to stay warm in the snow. The summer heat wave is opposite. I might not need much calories. I mean, I still eat. I need more water. And my favorite is rain. Rainy day is great. I really like the sense of like raindrops. I feel it on my skin. I can touch the space. Hail was interesting because it's like a tiny like ice balls, free acupuncture from the sky. It's a lot of unique donations here. Like did like a little piano drawings. This is $1 million bill, which is of course fake. I guess I'm a millionaire. And someone put the tarot card. It says Princess of Swords, and like one day I found this in my donation box. Some people even draw me, and that's one of them. I mean, there are many drawings of me, so this is one. And this is my friend. She actually drew me in the rain. This is one of the local photographers. This is also a gift from the photographer. This one was also unique. This person donated me a piece of painting. People might say, oh, it's just a piece of paper, but for me at least it's more than that. This from like a little girl. So this girl gave me a stick one day. It's just a wood. I felt like I have to keep it. These are the tags I made for the very first time for my street performance. I'm so beaten up with all the different weather conditions, like sometimes rain, snow, heat wave, thunders, and all that. This was a villager. I accidentally on the front page. Washington Square Park, dancer looks to keep moving. It's a Japanese newspaper in New York City. They got my interview. Okay. So last year I moved this middle village area. I clearly saw that like the cemetery is pretty much right next to the apartment where we live right now. I kind of like it because it's so peaceful. I even see the change of the colors of the leaves, and it's kind of perfect. So since I'm immigrant here in America, I need to, of course, keep updating my visa status. If I fail to do it, like it results to like trust issues. The people in the immigration office, they're gonna review the portfolio and documents, and okay, this person is worthy enough to stay in the US, and the visa approved. It's sometimes frustrating, especially like I'm a dancer, I want to move, and like why I have to do this, or the computer work. Do have all of those pressures and thoughts and worries somewhere in my head all the time, but like it's not occupying the majority of my brain, I feel like, because I'm busy enough not to worry about those things all the time. Maybe that's pretty much same for anyone else, even if this person doesn't have to deal with the visa situation, for example, but maybe this person has another pressure and, life goes on. So, yeah, I don't know, but that's just me. That's what I feel. So I made this tag when I had an artists protest in Washington Square Park. So I made this and I protested with other like fellow artists. They started to shut down my performance because of the little speaker I use because it's considered as sound amplification, you can't use it. When they were shutting down my performance, at the very same time they were using my photos for the bus stop advertisement. So how could this happen at the very same time? It's so ironic. Today I have a performance in a community garden, and a few weeks ago I received an email from a person, and she said, hey, I have this skirt I designed and I would love to gift it to you. And when I saw the picture, I really loved it, and yeah, sure, and thank you so much. And I received the gift. It's really like nice silk skirt, but I needed to modify a little bit so that I can move my legs freely. I made the slits a little bit deeper. Being a street performer in one of the most expensive cities in the world is, of course, not easy. I don't know about next month. I never know about tomorrow, and there's a lot of unpredictability. A lot of people actually do this. I always feel like almost like being on the edge. Sometimes almost falling, but like somehow like I've been able to get back to the track. And it's risky, of course, because again, like no one is assuring a monthly salary for you. And if I don't move, I don't get anything financially, and I need to somehow manage it. Dancing is just something I need to do every day anyway. Like it doesn't matter if I get $0 in the donation box or a little more in the box. Like it doesn't matter. Like my body and soul and just everything of me is needing dancing for the day. Keep trying something until I find a way, because trying something doesn't hurt anything, like it might not work, but if you don't even try, that's not gonna come to you for sure. I might not make it, but I'll try anyway. And sometimes, of course, it doesn't work, but like sometimes it really works, and I've been able to get back to my track. And as long as I don't give up, I think there's always a way. Stability is illusion. Like, question is like, what is the true stability? Your will to live, I think. Just as long as you wish to stay alive, you're gonna make it through. The performance is going to happen during the twilight time. I made a performance time specifically around the sunset time. I really love observing the sky shifting from daylight blue sky to sunset orange to dusk blue after the sunset. I really hope audience will enjoy the very slow meditative change of the nature. So it's a lot about the connection with the nature. Especially in New York City, we are rushing all the time. Just the atmosphere of the city is just rush, 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 rush. I'm hoping to create the space where people feel more allowed to slow down, allowing yourselves to slow down and observe the details of the nature. So I'm gonna do live painting today, and there's a part where I reach to those like fruits of paint, and then I squeeze out the paint from those fruits, and then I paint it on canvas. I'm very excited, and all the team is here. I really want to be a dancer. They cannot make a living in this way. Like, there's no way. Like, I was able to tell that even though I was not adult yet. I really felt like I needed to see the outside world. I thought New York is a good place. New York City is like a hub for every culture. I want to go to study dance in New York City for the college time, let's say. I specifically chose the high school in Japan. Strong education for English and strong education for arts and performing arts. And then I applied for SUNY Purchase College. If someone asks me, like, are your parents supportive or not? They are supportive, I would say. Like, I can't deny the fact that like they sent me to the college in New York. My parents paid for it, and I am grateful to that. Yeah, they were supportive, but I decided to cut them off about a little less than 2 years ago because, long story.
you so much for sharing this evening with us.
For sure.
I will tell my friend in Iowa what he missed.
The Iowa friends.
Yes.
So, of course, you're not there yet, but I did take some pictures. So I'd be happy to bring it back to my studio, add some color to make it more like vibrant.
Can I say this to Zosha quickly? Zosha, I witnessed something absolutely crazy. He drew the freaking entire
Scene.
I know, I saw
You
it.
saw it?
It's
Yeah.
yeah, he showed me. It's amazing.
That
She's
is
right.
crazy.
So she's right there with her violin.
I'm so
Beautiful.
excited.
Of course, I'll
to see
call.
the color.
Still need to call out the highlights.
This is not my first time to organize the event and being a performer in the event at the same time. It's always hectic when I prepare for the event. You know, the state of my mind is very different from the one during the performance. You never know until the day of the event. Sometimes people just don't show up until the last minute. And I know it's not easy thing to make it happen. Like, it's magical that this amount of people sharing the same time in a shared space. I throw out my body in a space in front of the people. I am not the one defining the meaning of my dance. I think the audience, the receivers, are the ones who decide what that means for them. I danced with my present feeling of existence, and I did my very best to be honest about my own feeling in each moment, and I simply shared it through my dance movement during the performance. I observed the audience, I observed the sky, I observed the plants around me, I observed a firefly. I don't define a particular message of the performance, but hope the audience find it by themselves. I just do my very best on each present moment. I don't think too much about the future. Nothing is predictable. I want to just keep dancing as long as possible for, the rest of my life. I don't even know if I can do that and how long I can do that for the future. I have no idea. I just want to keep dancing. I want to keep moving in any forms, in any possible forms for the future. So I'm pretty sure I'm gonna keep doing that as long as I'm alive. It's important for me to explore outside of New York City. So, I tried performing in Colorado, I tried performing in London, Paris, like Strasbourg, in Mexico. Like little by little, I'm trying in different locations. Ultimately, I just do my very best for each day. Today, I did my best, and tomorrow, I'm gonna do my best, and life goes on.